name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Gladiator, the story that's told of Maximus Decimus Meridius, a general of the armies held by the emperor Marcus Aurelius. The story of a general who became a slave, the slave that became a gladiator, and the gladiator that defied an emperor. As Marcus Aurelius is living his final days as emperor, he passes his powers to Maximus, someone who is noble and uncorrupt by politics and standards, but above all, a good man. However, his son Commodus envies the close relationship between the general and his father, forcing him to act on murder and lowering Maximus's title to gladiator. With Commodus as emperor, he's become twice the villain he was before, and the only way he can be stopped is from the man whose family he murdered, and whose promise was ripped away from freedom to slavery. With Maximus's experience in battle, he defeats the emperor, but also resulting in his death. With honor and hope restored to Rome, the other gladiators are set free. Along with Maximus's spirit, he's finally able to go home. The film won Best Picture in 2000 and Best Actor Russell Crowe, along with Best Sound Mixing. Joaquin Phoenix was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, but lost to Benicio del Toro in Traffic. The film ended up winning 5 Oscars. Most of the Oscar winner pictures are honestly really boring, in my opinion. I usually don't agree with them at all. Gladiator, it deserved that Oscar for Best Picture because it was just so enthralling and deep and emotional and beautifully done. There's Russell Crowe gives an incredible performance as Joaquin Phoenix. He's just one of them villains that you just want to smack the hell out of across the screen, but he's very good at it. And not only is he basically a coward as far as going up against Russell Crowe and being intimidated by him the whole movie and threatened by him and all he's doing, even though as he's a gladiator and he survived death really, where he's supposed to be killed by these soldiers, but he escapes. But then, as he's forced into slavery, becoming a gladiator, he even rises to the highest peak of a gladiator, basically, and it gets under his skin because there's nothing he can do about it because he's so prideful. And then Commodus has a really weird relationship with his sister, or tries to anyway. It's really awkward, but he's like the emperor, so there's not very little she can do. Not only is this a beautiful story with action, and there's plenty of action throughout the film, so it's 2 hours. It's like an hour and 51 minutes, something like that. But then, there's plenty of action. There's plenty of drama throughout too, as well. Like plenty of heartbreak, tragedies, and deaths. And they've even got Dumbledore in here as Wizard Terrace playing Marcus Aurelius. Oliver Reed as Proximo, which passed away during the making of the film, so somehow they CGI'd his face on there, which is really surprising because I haven't noticed any fake heads flopping around. Got Jimon Hansu as Juba, and he's always really good in everything he's in, as well as he's in Blood Diamond. He's a really underrated actor, honestly, and I really like his performance in Never Back Down. It's a really good film. But the costume design is incredible, along with the score. I own that. That song, We Are Free. Maybe I wanted that song played at my funeral whenever that happens. But yeah, so all of you people watching, when you hear that song, you think of me. But this film is really, really heartbreaking, honestly. Like, just because he's given his whole life for to do the right thing, and he even dies doing the right thing, and it's, he's finally given freedom, but then he comes home to his family, and then they're murdered, and it's like, really sad. The final product, you wish there's more films out like this, which unfortunately there's not, which is what makes this film so grand, honestly, is because there's very few films that are this good, and not just for titles' sake or for awards, or it really is an incredible film, and anyone that watches it can see that, even though if it's not your taste or style per se, you can't deny that it is a masterpiece of a film. I'll put a link in the description below for my review for the Spartacus TV series, which is somewhat similar in a way, and it's a really great show, so please check that out if you'd like to see more, and please comment so we can talk about this further, and have a good day.